My name is Anas. I'm a final year medical student studying in London and a content creator. And for me, I need to have a space that allows me to stay productive. I want to feel inspired every time I sit down to create, plan a video, or get some work done for med school. I want this video to show that you don't have to spend thousands of dollars or pounds for pristine aesthetics. If you have the taste for design, you can make anything look designed. So the way we're going to cover this desk setup is by splitting it into a few different sections. We're going to start off by talking about the desk itself. Then we'll move on to the laptop, the screen, and then the peripherals, meaning like the mouse, the keyboard, and everything else. Then we're going to talk a bit about cable management and how I've kind of managed to keep a clean and a minimalist look. And then finally, we're going to talk about the overall vision and the aesthetic that I was going for, colors and all of that. So it should be an enjoyable video. If you like the video, then make sure to follow my Instagram. The gram will be here. I'm active on that. And yeah, that's about it. So let's start with the desk. As you can see, it's a black desk with a matte finish. The main reason why I chose this desk specifically was a price point for which I only paid £25 from IKEA. It's lightweight and I've had it for over a year and a half, using it for all types of work. You buy the legs and the tabletop separately and it takes less than 15 minutes to assemble. There's nothing more to say about it, to be honest. It looks good and it does the job. The laptop is one of the main pieces of this desk. It's the 2014 MacBook Pro, which I got for school a couple of years ago, and it still functions well, although its processing power still finds it difficult to handle heavy editing jobs. I've got the laptop stand from Amazon for about £20, and I specifically got that because I wanted a dual screen functionality rather than a docking station. It just means that I have that extra screen real estate. When I'm editing videos, I can have Premiere Pro open on one of the main screens and then have emails, YouTube videos, or whatever else I like on the other screen. The laptop is connected to the charger all the time and a HDMI port directly onto the monitor. And this takes us nicely into the screen that I'm using. The screen is the 29-inch widescreen LG HD monitor. And honestly, this has literally revolutionized my workflow, both from an editing standpoint and from other project work. Sometimes I need to have Word documents open, OneNote, Excel, and Safari all at the same time, and this screen makes it perfectly possible. In terms of editing, it just means I can actually see the whole timeline, both vertically and horizontally, without compromising on the preview window. I can easily see the project bin, I can add videos to the bin as well. And just to put it out there, if there's one upgrade that you should make in addition to your laptop, it's an additional monitor. I think it's almost halved my editing time, and overall, I spent around £200 on the screen during an Amazon sale. Now to the peripherals. If you know me, you'll know that I just hate clutter and cables. I think that a clean and a clutter-free space is the key to a clear mind. So I decided to invest in both a wireless mouse and a keyboard. The keyboard is a standard Apple Magic keyboard. I've sometimes felt like it's a bit small, and sometimes I also have friends over and they kind of struggle to type on the keyboard, and it took some time getting used to from my perspective as well. But it's the clean and simple look that does it for me. I haven't needed to charge it since I bought it, which was almost 5 months ago now, and it always connects to the laptop automatically, even if I take the laptop out of the house for the day for work, and the keyboard cost me around £99. In terms of mouse, I also have the Logitech MX Master 2S mouse, which is more on the expensive side, coming in at $59.99 on Amazon. I felt, having made some savings on the desk, that it was worth investing in. It has two scrollers, one on the top and it scrolls in two settings. If you click the button once, it scrolls so you feel the cogs with each increment. If you press it again, then it has this smooth kind of scroll. With either setting, you can give it a quick scroll and let go, and it's almost like it just continues onwards, and it's actually quite satisfying to do every once in a while. Then there's the side scroll, and I often use this when I'm editing videos on Premiere Pro. Overall, I would say that the mouse is quite ergonomic. You definitely notice the difference when you go back to a normal mouse after using this, and ultimately I think it was worth the investment. Then we get to the chairs. I have one stool and one chair. The stool I got for £35 and the chair for £40, both from IKEA, and those were the prices at the time. I wouldn't recommend the chair because I feel like it gives me a bit of back pain, so we'll skip over that swiftly. But the stool is actually quite useful. It's height adjustable, engages the core while you're sitting. The only issue I would say is that the desk height and the stool doesn't really match, so sometimes it does encourage a bit of back slouching, but this is what you get with a desk setup that's on the cheaper side. Okay, now let's talk a bit about cable management, and I'm just going to switch it up and kind of half vlog this. And there's three main items that I bought in order to kind of clean up the whole desk. Okay, so the first item is this toolbox, and it just kind of helps hide away the cables, and you can see all kinds of stuff. You've got these clips, and you have these kind of stickers as well, so that was useful. And then we have an extension cord. Well, I got two for the price of one. Or it wasn't really, you bought two, so that's how it was. And then finally, it was this cage, which you can see up here. And all in all, I spent about £25, I think, 20 to £25 on those three items. So now let me show you what it's looking like. So I've got a single extension cord that I've kind of stuck onto the back end of this board up there. Then this took about 10 to 15 minutes just to kind of drill in the cage to the back of the desk, and then I've just put everything else in there. So I've got the extension cord up there, then I have the extension for the screen and the monitor, and then I have the actual MacBook charger itself up there as well. Everything is cleanly hidden, and yeah, I mean, it looks just nice. Just kind of look, there's nothing else here. So yeah, that's it. Now let's talk about the overall vision and aesthetic I was going for. Most of the items are a matte black finish. That's in fact the case with a lot of the items in my room. The curtains, the bedside, the desk, the carpet, the canvas, just because I feel like it makes a nice combination with the white walls. It does really make the furniture pop out a lot more. Initially the wall above the desk was empty, which looked okay, but I felt like something was missing. So to add a tinge of luxury, I bought this 3D wooden canvas from Amazon for only $49.99. You can see that the continents and the islands on this world map actually have considerable thickness as they come off the wall. I had to glue them in place onto the wall, and they give you this kind of framework to work off from, so it's not too difficult to actually do. It took about an hour or so. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and follow my Instagram. I'm trying to get to 10k low key, so support the cause. Safe.